All right, everybody, welcome back to One Thing for Certain. As always, I'm Ellie.
I'm Hollis.
So, first things first, I want to thank everybody so far that has purchased the book. I think I checked the date. I'm almost at 500 copies.
Okay.
So that's pretty good. Had a great time on last Saturday night. You enjoyed yourself, man?
Man, great time. Good people.
Heard about a conversation you had. So listen. Tonight is an interesting topic. But let me thank, first of all, I want to welcome a new subscriber, Janie45. How you doing, Janie?
What's up, Janie?
And I was telling Hollis this funny story about how apparently we're becoming YouTube famous now. One of my friends said that one of the doctors at her hospital recognized me on Facebook. It was like, yeah, I know this guy. He's on YouTube. Him and his friend, we watch. Me
You're
and my
famous.
wife. We're like, yeah, me and my wife watch him and his friend at night. So, then I want to make a quick announcement because since we started this channel, I've had a lot of flirtatious messages. Ladies, I am officially off the market.
Congrats.
Thank you, sir. When you know, you know. So, just wanted to put that out there because I appreciate the flirting and all that good stuff, but it's just, hey, yeah, I'm officially off the market. So, look, so to my doctor friend that's watching, him and his wife, we got a great topic for you tonight.
Ooh.
Somebody asked me yesterday, well, actually it was this afternoon, why is it that if a man sleeps with multiple women, he's a player, and they pick him up and, put him on a pedestal. But if a woman sleeps with multiple men, she's, for lack of a better word, she's a hoe.
Oof.
She's like, I don't understand how that works. First of all, let's be honest. That's an age-old question right there.
It is.
And to be honest, this is one of those times where I really don't know how to. You seem like you already know how to answer that. I don't really know how that works either. I feel like that is true though. If a man sleeps with multiple women, he's idolized. But then you got people like what's your girl's name? Steve Harvey's stepdaughter, Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
They trash her because of all the famous guys that she done been with or dated or whatever the case may be.
But you gotta.
I'm like, why they bashing her?
Because let's be honest, there's a difference between men and women.
Well, yeah, okay.
And sex is easy, super easy for women to get. It's more challenging for men to get. Because as everybody says, women hold the key to sex, men hold the key to relationships. So a woman can go to Walmart and get offered sex 100 times. That's just the way men and women are set up.
Okay.
It's not the same for men. So I think that's what makes it more of, for a man to sleep with a lot of women shows he's accomplished something. He's good at talking. Some aspect of him is impressive enough to conquer that many women. But for a woman doesn't have to do anything. She can walk outside with a headscarf on and some shorts, and it's gonna be guys that try to holler at her. So it's not looked at as something to brag about because it's so easy for women as opposed to men. That's the first thing that pops in my head.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. So if you're out on a date, let's say you're out on a first date.
Okay.
And a woman gives you her body count. This is a slang now, body count, which is a slang for how many men she's been with.
Okay.
Or women, whatever. If she gives you a high body count,
Okay.
does it turn you off?
It can. And I don't know what number that is. But
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have a number in my head, but I would say.
But it absolutely can. Because if you, again, like I said, in life, men are judged by a set of standards and rules, and women are judged by a set of standards and rules. Light just went out. What happened?
Yeah, right. Y'all noticed we kind of went dark a little bit. Our light went out. We still good though.
We still good. Men are judged by a set of standards, and women are judged by a different set of standards. Women care about how much money and the status and what you do to make yourself a certain type of man. Men don't care about that for when it comes to women. So we care about two different things, and I think that's where a lot of confusion comes in. Is women try to judge themselves the way they judge men, but men don't have that same criteria. I've never met a woman that said, "I wonder how much money she makes." I've never been in a relationship and being concerned with how much money my girlfriend made. That's never been a concern.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, if a man goes to a woman and hey, what do you do? She said, "Oh, I work at McDonald's." He gonna be turned off. No, he won't be turned off.
If he's attracted to her, he don't care where she works.
It's not gonna matter. I said that wrong. It ain't gonna matter to him.
That's right.
But if a woman goes to a man, even if she's attracted to him,
and he works at McDonald's,
she's already gonna put him in the friend zone.
Automatic. Unless she's super attracted to him and she's not gonna take him serious.
Yeah.
But again, that's where the criteria is different for men and women.
I can truly say I've never went after a woman or been in a relationship based off how much money she makes.
Never. Solid men.
Yeah. If you're solid financially, you don't care. You don't care how much money she makes.
That's right. Now there are some exceptions. Some men say, "Hold on, I'm doing this to make myself responsible. She needs to do the same thing." I get it.
Yeah.
But that's not the norm. That's an exception.
Yeah, I got you.
The norm is a stand-up guy that takes care of his responsibilities. That's not going to try to live off a woman. We don't care how much women make.
Yeah.
We don't. That's just not. That doesn't make you more attractive. If anything, it might make you less attractive in some situations.
I mean, you schooling me tonight because, like I said, when this person asked me this question, I was like, "That's a good." I mean, I know it's an age-old question, but I really don't know the answer. Like, I don't know why it works like that.
That's just the way it is. And plus, if you think about it, men and women, there's a difference. Not saying it's right or wrong. That's just the way things are. Most women get custody of children.
Yeah.
So if a man sleeps with 50 women and he's the only man that slept with those 50 women, you know who the father is. You always know who the mother is. Who the father is can vary depending on the situation.
Yeah.
So that adds a certain level of accountability that men we deal with the consequences of, but we're not subject to. Because I can't get a woman pregnant,
yeah,
and then say another woman had my baby. It doesn't make sense. The woman I got pregnant is going to have my baby. But on the reverse side, I can think I got a woman pregnant, but she could have been pregnant by another man, and I wouldn't know that until after the baby, blood test, whatever. So that adds a certain level of accountability to women that men don't have.
Yeah.
And it's not right or wrong. That's just what it is.
Because like I have younger cousins. I had a younger cousin. I told her to be very careful. When she was in high school, I said be very careful because don't damage your reputation in high school.
And
because it's easy to do. And I'm gonna tell you because when we were in high school, it was in the past. We were in high school. We were on the football team. We were just.
But think about it. There's certain rules that men adhere to that women don't adhere to. If you think about it, and again, not saying it's right or wrong, but you can't turn a hoe into a housewife.
No, you can't.
Men live by that.
Yeah.
Men embrace that.
I've used that philosophy.
All men have, but women don't embrace the same philosophy. Women are intrigued by a man that has multiple partners. So it works in the reverse for women than it does for men.
Yeah, but you're right. Because I've used that philosophy.
Most men do, because the one thing men can't take, we can't be hurt the same way women. We don't like pain.
Yeah.
So we do what we have to do to avoid pain. And the easiest way when it comes to dating is we look for behavior. And if we see somebody that has certain behaviors, even if they're not this way, we assume it to protect ourselves. And that, again, that's not right or wrong. That's just the way it is.
And I think that's why I have never, ever asked a female what their body count is.
We don't want to know.
Don't want to know.
We don't want to know what's in the chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
we don't want to know.
Like
chicken nugget is chicken nuggets.
Yeah, like I don't have a number or whatever, but I just never asked.
We don't want to know.
Cause I'm like this, you know, and I'm not trying to sound like a romantic or whatever, but if you're with me, it doesn't matter what you did before.
And I don't want to know.
And I don't want to know.
It's again, you don't know what's in the chicken nuggets, but you take
That's
it
why I've
as
never
a chicken
asked.
nugget. That's right. I don't ask me what's in the nuggets.
Yeah.
I just assume chicken.
Like I said, as long as you're with me now, I said I'm not worried about, you know, what you did years ago.
Not at all. Not at all.
That's what I want to ask.
As long as I don't see that any questionable behavior now,
there you go.
We good.
Yeah. Now that I gotta add. As long as I don't see that questionable behavior now, you know, it's not a problem. But that's why I'm there. When I thought about that, I said, you know, have I ever asked that question before? Never asked that question before.
Now,
like I said, I don't want to know.
Here's another question. If you're dating a woman, this kind of ties into some topics we had in the past, and you find out that she's dated a friend, a close friend, does that deter you?
Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you a story, and you give me your honest feedback.
Okay.
If I was wrong in this situation, you tell me I was wrong. Well, you always have, so I'm sure ain't nothing gonna change. So a few years ago, I had a friend, close friend. I mean, me and him was close friends.
Okay.
I met him, and he introduced me to his wife.
Okay.
And we all became friends, hung out, talked to each other all the time, whatever. They ended up separating, they were in the process of getting a divorce.
Okay.
So me and him were talking, and he's like, "Oh, I'm done with her. It's over. I wish she just find her somebody else." Blah blah blah. I said, "No, you don't mean that." He said, "Oh, I do mean that, man. It's time. You know, our relationship has run its course. We gonna move on, right?"
Okay.
So ironically, about 2 weeks later, I'm walking in Walmart and I run into his soon-to-be ex-wife.
Oh boy.
And I was only in town really for work. And I was there for a couple of months for work, and we started talking or whatever. And so later on that night, I get a text. And it's from my other homeboys like, hey, he's like, blah, blah, blah. She wants your number, but I want to make sure it's okay before I give it to her. I was like, why does she want my number?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, she wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay.
I'm like, okay. So I sent her my number. She admitted that she's liked me the entire time. Right?
Bad business.
So I'm like, okay. Now, it wouldn't have been so bad if she wasn't attractive. She was very attractive or whatever. Long story short, we ended up sleeping together.
Oh.
And he found out.
I don't want to cut you off, but ain't nothing you can say to make what you did right. But continue.
Now, he called me.
Okay. He found out.
He found out. He called me. And it was funny because at that point, all our friends knew it happened. So it was like the lines were drawn between this group was like, hey man, you were wrong. This line was like, why do you care? You said you didn't even want to be with her anymore. So all of a sudden now you have friends against friends. It created a firestorm, which is why I've never done it again, because it created a firestorm because it literally turned friends against each other.
But it shouldn't have.
It shouldn't have.
It should have been everybody against you.
No, some people sided with me.
It should have been everybody against you. That's
Maybe so, but-
that's wrong, man. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's on so many levels.
Now, to this day, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I still don't think I was wrong.
You were wrong, bro. Wrong.
Okay, here's what I'm trying to get at. Then why say you don't care what she does? I want her out of my life, but then when you find out that she slept with me, you in your feelings about it.
Because you're supposed to be his friend. And when you cross that line, it's one thing, it's a girlfriend from 10 years, 20 years ago.
I got you.
But wife, that means I can't trust you. Because this was my wife. You were around us. You're my friend. I'm thinking y'all like brother, sister, and the whole time in my mind now, I'm thinking about, did they have this going on before, when I was married?
No, I never looked at her that way at all.
But you can say
I mean,
that
I knew
now.
she was attractive, but I never looked at her like I would love to hook
But
up
you
with
can
her.
say that now. But if I'm him, I'm gonna play through that in my mind.
I'm pretty sure he's thinking.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you probably had your eye on her when.
Absolutely.
But I can promise you that wasn't the case.
But the how it appears.
And let's be honest, she came out to me. I know what you're thinking. Doesn't matter. But she came out to me. I mean, she put the full court press on me.
But you didn't have to put yourself in that position.
Oh, I was weak, bro.
Wrong, bro.
But,
wrong, man. You can't do that.
But at some part of me, I still don't feel like I was wrong.
Yeah, you was wrong, man. You was wrong. You was like wrong. There's levels of wrong. That's like DEFCON level 10 wrong. That's like God code. You can't do that.
Yeah, like I said, I've never done that again after that. Because like I said, it created so much drama between a group of friends.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth even rolling the dice to do that again.
No, man.
Because like I said, and when I tell you the battle lines were drawn, it was like guys like, no, LA was not wrong. But then it was the other guy saying, no, LA was wrong for what he did.
Anybody that says you weren't wrong, I don't think I could trust. They couldn't be my friend anymore. Because now I got to look at you differently because you condone that kind of behavior. It's one thing if a person makes a mistake.
Yeah,
You make a mistake, you learn from it. It's life. But another person saying, "Oh no, that's cool. I would do that." I don't think they're. Oh, I can't trust you.
Yeah. I never done that again after that. It was just like I said, it created a firestorm. But my thing is, if you don't feel that way, then don't say it. Why are you telling me you don't care? You want
because
why are you telling me
that's posturing.
Pride?
That's posturing.
It's gotta be
protecting our ego. Come on, how many times have you broken up with somebody? Man, I don't care what she do. She do whatever she want to do. You say that, but inside you don't mean it.
Let me tell you, I'm going to say this for the record, and I'll tell you right now. If I say that, I can tell you I mean that. I don't care what she do. When I tell you that, I don't care what she do. Now, if I care, I'm never going to say those words.
See, I'm the kind of person, if I say something, I'm going to be man enough to stand on what I said.
Exactly.
Even if it hurts, even if I feel it's hurt, I'm going to stand on it because I said it.
Yeah, if I tell you I don't care what she do, I can promise you, especially the old me, if I tell you I don't care, I didn't give a damn.
So any of your friends, fair game.
Look, if I said it, like you just said, if I said it, then I was standing on it. It didn't matter to me. If I tell you, I don't care what she do. Now, if I know it would crush me, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, I don't care what she do. No, because I'd be lying. No, I do care what she do. Yeah. But if I ever said the words, I don't care what she do, I can promise you I meant it.
See,
that's what frustrated me about him, because I'm like, you screamed it from the highest mountain. You didn't care what she did.
But hold on now. Let's say you're married, and one of your friends say, "Man, if y'all ever broke up, man, I'd probably sleep with your wife."
Well, who the hell would say that?
But okay, what's the difference in saying it or actually doing it?
Yeah, but
what's the difference? One said it, one didn't say it. But at the end of the day, if one acts on it, you can't. Yeah, that's a violation. That's like a high level.
All right, well,
that's the Donald Trump type of thing.
For everybody watching, calm down. This was years ago. This was years ago. I was young as hell, obviously.
With the military days, was it?
Yeah, it was military.
No, that explains it all.
Yeah, it was military days.
Explains it all.
But I learned. One thing I try to do is learn from mistakes like that. And I realized after it was over, that was a mistake. And like I said, I've never done it again after that because it's just.
That's messy.
Yeah, it's messy.
That's messy.
But I know when I first got divorced, if somebody asked me, I'd have been like, no, I don't want her out there dating any of my friends. Because I meant that. But if it was somebody,
so you never say anything to protect your ego. You never say, "Oh, I'm not upset. She could do what You've never said that.
Not just to protect my ego. No. If I said, like I said
when
said
your
earlier,
feelings, you've never been broken up with a woman, and your feelings were hurt, and you don't want to acknowledge that to one of your homeboys and say, "Man, I'm broken, man.
No,
losing her kind of hurt."
I wear my emotions on my sleeve, bro. If I'm heartbroken,
that's why I roll my sleeves up.
If I'm heartbroken, I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you.
I roll my sleeves up.
But if I don't care, I'll tell you that too. But if I'm heartbroken, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. Well, this was a pretty good one. I don't think we really answered the question. What he did, I still don't know.
A little bit, man.
But yeah. So look, again, help us cross that 10,000 subscriber threshold. We almost there. So again, I want to thank everybody that have been purchasing the book. You know, I think I got one book reading party for next week, and then the following week I got something else planned. So I had a couple of people bring it by my job so I could sign it, which is pretty cool. I'm finding out that if you order through Barnes and Noble, apparently it takes about 2 weeks, but if you order from Amazon, it's like a couple of days. We're talking about Amazon here.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But on that subject, we need to pick 10 subscribers, and I'm going to buy 10
That
books.
is true. 10
autographed.
subscribers, hit me up. How are you going to get 10 copies of the book? Send it out. We're going to have a little book reading party here. Right here, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, look, until next time, peace.
Peace.